It is a dark, cloudy night. A swarm of bats flies in front of a temple. Inside, two men bow at the foot of a statue. Green flame blazes at the statue's feet. The flame takes form. A man telling the two worshippers to retrieve a mask and to not return without it. They hear and they obey. Welcome to Mysteries in the Machine.
Wow. I'm sure there is no Scooby-Doo fanfiction
None.
ever
None.
whatsoever.
Absolutely none.
We're gonna have to find some, and we're gonna have to talk about some Scooby-Doo fanfic. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Scooby Apocalypse, the comic series that is actually canon, feels like it should be a fanfic.
It feels like
canon?
it. I do not
Have you
own
heard
it,
of this?
But I have heard of it.
Hayley, have you heard of this?
I have not.
It's like dark, gritty Scooby-Doo. Like, are they in like a zombie apocalypse or something?
Yeah, something like that. Oh,
they're all older,
there are 3,625 Scooby-Doo fanfiction results on AO3.
Only 3,000? That's way low.
It is.
Because I've actually I've just been tallying fanfictions and like what are the most popular ones, and all of the most popular ones are in the 100,000s.
I mean, what's got to be the most popular? If it's not Harry Potter, then what is it?
Depending on the site.
Star Trek.
No. Star Trek isn't on the list.
Star Trek is the original fanfic.
It is. Well,
that's wild.
Of the terminology we know today, it's the earliest fanfic.
Yeah, of like the original like internet fanfiction.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, depending on your definition, Dante's Inferno could be considered fanfiction. So
Dante Inferno, you have King Arthur and Merlin,
Lancelot, my favorite French OC.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I just want to... That's what I want to do. I want to come on and talk about how Lancelot is an original character.
Okay, when I start Merlin once, I'll get you on. I'll save that history for you.
I love talking about King Arthur and dragging Lancelot.
Yeah, I just watched a video about... the intro to Lancelot and how it's like become fan fiction. It's like all fan fiction and OCs and stuff like that to prepare for my little podcast.
It's great. It's wonderful. Fan fiction is just life, okay?
It is.
Everything is fanfic.
I think I feel
like the odd man out here because I have not peruse fanfiction sites.
Oh my gosh. That was my childhood.
Can you guess what my first fanfiction was that I read?
Frozen?
Okay. Yeah, Frozen, I would guess.
Be more specific than that.
Oh, an Elsa readership.
Mm-mm.
Really?
Rise of the Brave Tangled Guardians. No. Shit.
No.
What was it?
But you're getting closer.
Is it Jack Frost and Elsa?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, a straight fan fiction from Charlie.
I was a Jelsa stan. Listen.
I was
a different person before college. An entirely different person in like high school and before.
Valid.
That's out of all of that. No, wait, I forgot Rapunzel's in that one. Isn't she?
Like Rise of the Brave Tangled Guardians, you mean?
Yeah. Tangled's in there. Yeah.
And then sometimes they add in Frozen because why not?
Yeah.
I mean, with as big as it is, like
I ship out of that Hiccup and Rapunzel.
Interesting. I always thought it was the Hiccup and Merida, and then Jack and Rapunzel. I thought that's what people shipped.
Well, I'm weird, so
you're fine. My brain didn't think about that. I think
it's because I had a crush on Rapunzel and a crush on Hiccup. So I'm like, well, if I can't be part of this ship, they're gonna be the ship.
Listen. The true ship there, though, is Hijack, Hiccup, and Jack.
Never done that one.
Interesting.
I've seen that one a lot.
To me, they seem too similar. I just don't think it would work.
We got Nerdy Boy and we got like Bad Boy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
But I don't think Merida and Rapunzel would work.
No, Merida's too strong, too high strung. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Listen, Rapunzel's her own gay ship in her own TV show, okay?
That is true, and I know that even though I have never seen a single episode of Tangled the series.
Oh, it's such a good series.
It's the sun and the moon gays, okay?
Yeah. Jeremy Jordan is in it.
I'm having Baldur's Gate flashbacks now. Thank you, Charlie.
You're welcome.
Listen, if you didn't rescue Aelin in your run in Baldur's Gate 3, you're doing it wrong.
Listen.
I have not played it yet.
Listen, there are lesbians. And that's all that matters.
There's at least one lesbian couple, and depending on if your character is female or queer or not, there could be more.
I mean, yes.
I don't want to buy a PS5. Well, I want to buy a PS5. My wallet doesn't let me. But my boyfriend has a PS5 and he's going to let me play it when I'm at his house. So
good.
So I'll get to play it.
Very good.
There you go. I getting back to Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
I was just
it's been 10
my transition.
Minutes. Oh,
I did in fact restart a run where I made Mystery Incorporated as Baldur's Gate characters.
Amazing.
Yes.
Listen, I just keep starting runs so I can go to character creation and just do that.
Charlie, just play The Sims. That's it. That's all you need to do.
Probably. I should probably play Sims. That's more money though. I already bought Baldur's Gate.
But Baldur's Gate is like similar to D&D, and that's what I do in D&D is just create characters who remind me of other characters.
But do you get genitals in The Sims?
No.
I don't think you do.
There you go. There's the difference between Baldur's Gate and The Sims.
You get genitals.
See, I don't know about vaginas, but you can choose what your dick looks like. So,
what?
Yeah,
wow.
I'm not joking.
This is true sexism.
I'm saying I don't know. It's entirely possible, and I just haven't explored that.
What your boobs look like.
There's got to be a slider for how big they can be.
Oh, most definitely.
You can't change that in Baldur's Gate. Anyway.
No. Okay, so our friend Alex, shout out to My Cabbages, she downloaded a mod that allowed the characters to have bigger boobs, and I'm like, okay, I get it. I really do.
But
why?
Does that fix all the outfits too?
Yes, it does.
The outfits are just behind, the boobs are out.
Yep.
I mean, a lot of people play...
Free the nipple, my dudes. Free the nipple.
Free the nipple.
A lot of people play by, like, just no clothes, so... I
don't get that, personally, but more power to them, I guess.
Like, only if you're also gonna make everybody else in the game not wear clothes. Come on.
Though, I will say, Astarion in, what's her name? Orin's outfit. That does things to me.
All right. I'm glad I turned you into an Astarion fan.
I didn't put him in my party, but like, I don't know,
You just put him in the outfit.
Yeah, the outfit and just let him sit there and look pretty. That's what he does best in my mind.
You're not wrong. You're so not wrong.
Okay, I don't like pretentious assholes. That's why I didn't want Astarion to be there.
I'm sorry, that's like most of the Baldur's Gate characters except Will and Halsin.
I love them though.
Those are the only two that aren't pretentious assholes. Oh wait, Carla.
Okay, yeah, Carla's super down to earth. But I don't know. My heart belongs to Shadowheart. She is just
She's also a pretentious asshole.
She is not a pretentious asshole. Stop it. Get some help.
No.
It's all been 15 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, I was just trying to introduce Hayley, and then we went on a tangent.
Yep. We're also stalling because this episode is extremely racist.
This is true. At least we have other things we can talk about, like literally anything else besides the episode. Yeah. So Hayley, you are a new guest to the podcast. Yes. We would love it if you could give us your pronouns, a little bit about you, and your Scooby-Doo history.
Yeah, she, her for my pronouns. So I am a 30. Yeah, I'm 30. Oh my god.
Wow.
I don't remember my age. After 25, I'm like, whatever. I write fan fiction. I'm going to be doing a fan fiction podcast. But my history with Scooby-Doo, really, it comes from my sister, to be honest. She was the Scooby-Doo person in the house. I liked the Powerpuff Girls. That was mine. That and Blue's Clues. And she was the Scooby-Doo girl. So we would always...
Which Powerpuff? Which girl? Which was your
If
favorite?
I get to pick, I'm Bubbles.
Good,
I love Bubbles.
Good.
I love
Bubbles is the best one. I dressed up as Bubbles as a small child.
This is Blossom slander, and I will not tolerate it.
So as a redhead, I always got told that I was going to be Blossom. Mm-hmm, that it was like, oh, you have to be Blossom. You're a redhead. But I'm like, I want to be the cute little one. I want to be the one who's getting ready for the party.
Little. Every single one of them.
Okay, but Blossom's the smart one. She's the leader and all that shit. And I'm just like, no, I'm Bubbles because she's cute. And that's her whole thing. She's just a little
I love Bubbles. Bubbles is the best. I have a more appreciation for Blossom now.
But yes, I relate as a ginger.
Right. I'm actually going as Blossom for AnimeCon in 2 weeks. So
love that for you.
Yeah. And possibly for Halloween. But I didn't watch a lot of Scooby-Doo. I heard it in the background. I watched the real life movie because that's amazing.
It is. One of the best adaptations.
Yeah. Matthew Lillard, just there by himself.
Exactly.
If he played all the characters, I'd be happy.
Wait. Someone write this down. Make it happen.
Scooby-Doo and Matthew Lillard is everyone?
Yes. I'm sorry, Matthew Lillard. You have to take a break from recording Five Nights at Freddy's 2 to redo your Scooby-Doo movie as everyone in Scooby-Doo.
Okay, so that is the energy of, like, y'all remember the Princess Bride, at-home theater that people did during COVID?
No.
I think I've heard of this.
Yeah, so it was like a bunch of celebrities. So it was like Pedro Pascal, Oscar Isaac, and a bunch of other. Yeah, Rainn Wilson was in there. A bunch of people all recorded scenes from The Princess Bride, lines at a time, at their house, and then they all got edited together.
That's amazing. Did not know about that.
Those are the vibes. The vibes I got from that idea.
Yeah. It's in the backyard of Matthew's house. Yeah.
Yeah, that's also what I was picturing. Just a backyard, him filming it himself.
It's like a school project.
Right, and like I'm imagining Matthew Lillard in like a ginger wig and the purple dress with
Yes.
the pink tights.
Yes.
And like the tight cuts to like the different like because he's obviously not gonna edit this.
No.
He's gotta like just cut to
So
the
he just-
different Matthew Lillards. And then there's just him in a Scooby-Doo costume. Like
Yeah.
literally
like the onesie.
Yeah, the
yes,
onesie.
the onesie.
Exactly.
And then he just like looks normal like Shaggy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, he just needs like a green shirt and khaki pants, and then that's just
Yeah.
all he needs.
Yeah.
Like there's just Shaggy, and then there's everybody else looking ridiculous. Like
Exactly.
that's the only one he puts effort into.
Yeah, like the blonde wig and the ascot for Fred,
Yep. Orange shirt and red skirt for Velma.
of course.
I'd pay much money for that.
Yeah. Anyway, Matthew Lillard, if you're listening, we will pay you money to do this.
I would also pay him money to come on the podcast. Please, Matthew
Oh
Lillard.
my gosh, that'd be awesome.
I do not have a lot of
Absolutely.
money, but
I have
we can talk.
$2.
I have $2 and I will pay you all of it.
Exactly. No, I need to say 50 cents. I will pay him $1.50.
And
Okay. Well,
so we'd actually need to talk about the episode now. Unfortunately,
you chose this episode, Hayley. Was there a reason why
No.
you chose this one? Okay.
No. I looked at the list and was like, oh, let's do that one. Which
Okay,
might have not been a good one.
Because I was just gonna be like, why?
I wanted to be on the
when
Ravens
Hayley
episode.
when Hayley said she picked this one, I did not think there was any reason besides, oh, this one's here.
Exactly.
Like, I did. Some of them I don't remember exactly. Like, some of them I do get confused. But I remembered this one. I was just like, oh, this is the one about the mask? Isn't that one the racist one? And then I'm like, why does Hayley want to be here?
Okay, the options for the racist Scooby-Doo episode are now multiple choice, Charlie.
I know, but you know what I mean.
Though, in my opinion, this is worse, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah, this one might actually be worse than the first one that we saw, because it just gets a little bit deeper into that. So, but we do have a good opening for this episode. As Ethan has already narrated, our creepy, spooky thing. I had to like look in the notes of this episode to realize that the duo, the zombie guys, they're called the Scare Pair.
That's cute.
That's what Shaggy calls them. I don't know if that's what they're actually called.
That's what they're actually called.
Wild.
But Shaggy called them that like once, and I did not clock it until the second time I watched it. I was like, what?
Yeah.
It's kind of cute for villains.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I mean, it also the wiki here also calls them Zombie 1 and Zombie 2. But I think Scare Pair is better.
Did
Question is,
are they called zombies in the show? I thought they were called
Yes.
Yeah, they are.
Oh,
they're
okay.
called zombies.
Okay.
It's weird.
I missed that.
I mean, they're also called ghosts, maybe? I don't know.
I don't either.
It's weird. It's weird,
In my
man.
notes, I have ghost.
But
Yeah.
my question is, are they twin brothers or are they in love? We have two options here. We have a duo of men. What are they?
I always go the love route.
Yeah.
We have our Scare Pair, the zombie lovers.
Yes.
Too bad they're evil. Scooby-Doo making the gays
villain,
evil again.
why hot?
Why not? Exactly.
Exactly. Same with Astarion.
Shut up. He is hot. Shut up.
You're welcome. He's hot, but then he talks.
I didn't realize there was laugh tracks in these older episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Did we
kind
have
of
those last season? Or
There was. There
Okay,
was a
yeah.
laugh track last season.
it was jarring. I was like, wait, where's the studio audience?
Yeah, no. We got some laugh tracks. It's some old school Scooby-Doo. Don't think they have those in most of the newer stuff.
No, I don't think so.
I feel like that might happen, like, in What's New once or twice, but not as an often thing.
I thought that they had gotten rid of it by that point.
I definitely recall it in my favorite episode of What's New Scooby-Doo, which it'll take some time to get there, but my favorite is the Halloween episode.
I was gonna say, Charlie, it's gonna be multiple years before we get there.
It'll be so long. It's
Charlie
okay.
has a countdown. Like, almost there. Almost there.
I'll count the minutes to the day that we get to cover that. You know? Alright, so what's our gang doing here? We're hanging
they're
out
at a Chinese New Year parade.
Yeah.
Where? Who knows?
Chinatown.
Chinatown. Yeah.
Chinatown, USA.
There we
the
go.
wiki assumes it might be San Francisco?
See, that's what I thought too. Because San Francisco is like the biggest Chinatown in the United States. So like I don't know.
We'll put it there. That's where it is.
We have a location. For once, maybe.
Essentially. The headcanon location is San Francisco.
Yep. Scooby and Shaggy are trying to see the parade. Doesn't really work out because they lose their balance and fall into some trash.
Is Scooby a jerk for covering Shaggy's eyes? Because I think he is.
Yeah, there are better ways he could have held on to Shaggy than covering his eyes.
This is definitely a gag with them that happens more than once. When Scooby is on top of somebody. Whether it's Shaggy or somebody else. So...
Yeah, well, he needs to learn better. The dog needs to learn new tricks.
He does.
So original.
I know.
Maybe Hayley needs to learn new tricks.
Probably.
In your face.
I was so prepared to be offended for Hayley.
Yeah, you're so offended for me, where I'm like, yeah, sure, probably.
I know I can make fun of her, and she will take it.
No, if it was someone different, like someone I didn't know who said that, I'd be like, what? What do you mean? You're so rude. But Charlie, Charlie can do it.
I'm just that cool.
It's because you're a redhead.
Okay,
Red
no making
red.
fun of Hayley because I'm not a redhead. Got it.
Exactly. I will be offended.
Redhead privilege.
What you lack in tanning ability, you make up for in insults.
Okay, my sister's a redhead, and she can tan. She got lucky.
I've never seen that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like, my cousin is a redhead, and he burns, 5 minutes after he steps outside of that.
Yep. Lobster, and then ghost. And then lobster, and then ghost.
Those are the only two shades that I have.
Same. No, my sister got lucky. She got the genes to be able to tan. I hate her.
I do too. I mean, I don't really want to tan, but I don't want to be a lobster.
Exactly. Or if you do get burned, if I could just get a tan from that, because people are sometimes like, oh yeah, I got burned, but it'll turn into a tan. I'm like, I wish.
That's what happens to me.
Well, ain't that nice for you?
Yeah.
Okay, so the gang get Shaggy and Scooby out of the garbage, and they go to a little curio shop, little secondhand store. Why? Was there a reason why we transitioned here that I missed? Okay, cool.
I don't think so. They just faded into it.
They just fade into this store because they're, I guess, going around Chinatown. They're just hanging out.
They're just sightseeing, poking around, seeing what's there.
Maybe they have special deals on.
No, they jacked up all the prices
for the holiday.
Yeah, all the prices are now 25% more.
Wow, how dare!
They gotta
I mean,
make that
Charlie, we
money.
have said multiple times the real Scooby-Doo villain is capitalism, so...
This is absolutely true. Okay, so this guy is trying to tell them, hey, look, there's a really cool mask. You want to buy it? It's pretty. It's gold. And Daphne's like, sure, I'll impulse buy this.
Daphne is a bougie bitch, and I love her for it.
Okay, but we later find out that her family's fucking loaded, so she can do that.
Well, yeah. Yeah. It's fine. She's a bougie bitch.
She is.
She's great. She's redhead. She gets privileges.
Oh my god. This is bullshit again.
You know who's also a redhead in this? That's Velma. Velma's also a redhead, technically.
She is.
Is she?
Yeah, she's got auburn hair.
I could have sworn Velma was a brunette.
Look at the shade of her hair. Look at that. She is auburn.
Let's analyze the color code.
Fine.
You're surrounded by redheads, Ethan.
I will claim both Velma and Daphne.
We get pretty.
Ellie has also dyed her hair red, so yes, I am surrounded by redheads.
Let's
You know who's also a redhead? My girlfriend.
Really?
Abby's
Oh
a
my
redhead?
god. I love that.
Yeah.
I love
Wow.
that. Amazing. Amazing.
See, redhead privilege. Sorry, Ethan.
You really are surrounded by redheads.
It's fine. Just makes y'all more unique than me.
Yeah. The cis white man. Sorry.
This but not het. Just saying.
I know. We gotta love this this pride shirt that Ethan is wearing.
Yes.
Oh yeah, listeners, you can't see it. I'm wearing a shirt that's striped with the bisexual flag colors.
I was just like,
Love
that's so good how subtle it is.
So that's what I was
Right.
looking for. I didn't want something that was like in your face, but like this is.
It's not Target Pride merch.
No.
It's
No, it
good
is
Pride
not.
merch.
Precisely, because the place I got it from is gay owned and operated. So.
Love that.
We're not sponsored, but also
No,
like
we're not.
I
could
love
be.
Ethan's shirt, so like go buy it.
Link will be in the description. No, I'm joking.
if we were sponsored, then yes, but not. No.
All right, so gotta love this plot. How we just go into a random store, we buy this thing on an impulse, and then that's the inciting incident for the plot, I guess.
Yep. Capitalism.
So our scare pair is like, ooh, looking around, what's going on? And then they go into the store and they creep on this guy, like, give us the mask. I sold it to that girl. Bruh, why'd you sell it? They wanted it. So they're gonna go stalk Daphne now. That's scary.
Very scary. It's scary in the terms that like that shopkeeper just like was like, oh that girl, she bought it. Go talk to her. Like Daphne is gonna get robbed. Like even if this wasn't like them being zombies, she's gonna get robbed.
Yeah, I think the way he sees it is it's not his circus, not his monkeys.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. Poor Daphne.
That maybe has been my interpretation, though.
No, that's fair. Like he just doesn't care, but it's so like worrisome. Like he's just gonna get someone killed one of these days.
Yeah.
I mean, almost gets the gang killed, so.
True.
That's true. Though Scooby does try to, like, intimidate them. And he does the cartoon thing where he tries to flex his muscles droop down. just to prove how weak he actually is.
It's such a silly trope.
It is extremely silly, and like I don't know why the trope exists, but I guess there is no better way to show that.
Other than him getting like completely punched.
Right. So then he runs into, I guess, a dry cleaner's?
Yeah, just as Chinese laundry.
Which, like, maybe that was just like a 70s thing, but like, what does that have to do with anything?
I'm very
It
confused.
looks like a dry cleaning place. I don't know.
No clue.
No, this is somehow not the most racist part of this episode. So, yay.
No. But yeah, Scooby got that like smoke thing to just set on the zombie guys and let them run away.
It's a decent enough distraction to where they can get away.
Yeah, it does work. It's a good plan. So the gang is like, okay, well, we need to figure out what's going on. Clearly, there's something going on with the mask. We gotta go get it appraised by like an art guy, I guess. I think that's what his role is here.
That's what I think too. Like he's either an appraiser or like a curator or something.
Does it say what?
No, it doesn't.
Nice. Just unnamed person.
Oh, okay. We have a location because this is Mr. Fong, right? So
yeah.
So he has an Oriental art dealing shop. Is what is called here. The amount of times that they say Oriental is a lot.
Oh my gosh.
It's many. It's more than I would like.
Yeah. It's
a lot.
Concerning. Racism.
Is racism in my Scooby-Doo? It's more likely than you think.
Definitely more likely than you would want. But
this happened twice. If I had a nickel, every time this happened, it happened twice. I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't saying a lot.
Oh, I'd have
it's
more
weird
than
that it happened twice.
Yeah.
So they get away, and the scare pair are chasing after them in their car.
Which, like, the gang is like, zombies can drive? What?
Okay, funny enough, I said that before Daphne did, and I was like, wait, zombies, they can drive? They have cars? And then Daphne said it. I'm like, yep. Yep.
And then
looks like they're coming after them in, like, the Batmobile or something. Right, I'm just like, what's up with this bougie car?
And then they do something... They do something that I guess is in all of season 2, where they put chase sequences to like these like generic love songs.
I love it so much. It's just so bad and weird that I'm like, this is the most Scooby-Doo thing.
It's
like,
so
it's confusing, but if you like it, that's your.
I love the confusing vibes. Like.
I made note of that. I was like, what the heck? This isn't my Scooby-Doo chase music.
No.
This is my Scooby-Doo chase music.
But we also get Carcore.
Carcore?
It goes inside of a hotel. Like
they drive up the stairs of a hotel, out the rooftop parking lot, onto the roof of the building, and jump between buildings for crashing through the roof of a different building and back onto the street.
And so do the zombies. They both do it.
I can't believe this is Fred's driving. Like, I feel like this would be Shaggy driving?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
This feels like Shaggy. Not Fred.
I guarantee Shaggy has had multiple corners cut off his licenses for various reasons.
Yeah.
what's up with this? This is wild. And then Scooby ends up like out of the car at some point. He falls out, and then he's like trying to hitchhike. What's the next car that comes about? It's the zombie car. It's Scare Pair. And then he's like, no, I don't want to hitchhike with you. So he gets like one of those.
He grabs a tricycle.
Yeah,
which he can drive faster than the car. Because at one point he was faster than the car. He got up to the car and passed them. Because that's how good Scooby is. He may not be arm strength, but his legs.
No, those quads and calves are working overtime.
Well, and then there's a part where they're turning the corner, the mystery machine, and Scooby's literally in there for like a half a second. And then when you see them again, he's not. And these had to be hand drawn. So it's like, why did they do that?
But okay, so
good question.
The mystery machine turns the corner onto a wharf, and the car slips on a banana peel. I didn't know we were playing Mario Kart in my Scooby-Doo episode.
Yes.
Oh, but like, do you mention that Scooby was on top of the Scare Pair's car, and they were trying to windshield wipe him away?
He had the controls too.
It's so wild.
Oh my god, the shenanigans that are in this chase scene.
There are so many shenanigans.
Again, and then with the song on top of it, immaculate. The vibes. We love it. But this is like such a trope for like this era of Scooby-Doo. Like after season 1 of Where Are You is where we get to like the good chase sequences with the wild ass music in the background. And this is how eventually we get to like What's New Scooby-Doo with like Simple Plan in the background.
Listen, Simple Plan is a win no matter where you put them.
Yes.
Exactly. But like eventually it still ends up being like the same kind of thing where it's like this song isn't quite the right vibe for this chase sequence. But it's Scooby-Doo, so who fucking cares?
I'm seeing them in September, and I really want to like tweet at them and be like, you should play the Scooby-Doo songs.
Okay, but what you should do is you should dress up Scooby-Doo. Dress up Scooby-Doo, and then like, you know, get noticed.
Like at their concerts, they have played the What's New Scooby-Doo theme song. I've seen TikToks about it.
Well, they're only the openers, so I don't know what their set list is. They're opening for Avril Lavigne.
Oh,
that's
amazing.
Wild.
I love that.
How is Avril Lavigne bigger than Simple Plan? She hasn't been popular in at least 10 to 12 years.
I am so pumped.
Some people think she's been replaced. She died years ago.
Well, she was replaced. The girl who they think got replaced her doesn't even look like her anymore. Melissa does not look like Avril anymore.
It's hilarious.
Anyway, the mystery machine crashes into a bunch of fish.
As you do.
And somehow during this whole mix-up, Daphne gets bound and gagged and thrown in the back of the zombie car.
Yeah.
How they did not notice that Scooby got into the fish got into the van, and then Daphne got out. Like,
don't worry about it.
The logic.
The leaps in logic for this so much.
Oh my gosh.
And then we're like, okay, Scooby, you gotta go sniff her out. But like everything's covered in fish right now. So conveniently, Scooby cannot be our bloodhound.
Dang.
He's also a great man, so like he can't be anyway.
And he's the dog, so like automatically the dog character becomes the bloodhound.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So,
you know, if there wasn't fish, he could do it. He would have been able to do it, but because of the fish.
Absolutely. So, we find a random piece of paper. Obviously a clue.
They'll take what they can get, I guess.
Is it Chinese written on it? We cannot read it. Clearly, this must be Chinese writing. My God, you guys are so stupid.
It's stupid, it's racist, and it's still not the most racist thing that happens.
Exactly. That's what's... Like, I can name the most racist thing that happens. We haven't gotten to it yet.
I can too, and I don't know if you're thinking the same thing as me, but we'll get there.
We sure will. Yeah. I mean, the font is a choice. I will say that. The font on this certainly is a choice. So, Scooby sees the reflection in Velma's glasses and they're trying to figure it out, and he's like, oh wait, I got it. Takes it up, puts it in front of a mirror. Hey guys, it's backwards writing. It says the temple in the hills. So, clearly that's where we gotta go, because this is a clue. Right?
Yeah, and Daphne, of course, knows where it's at exactly, because she's the smart one.
Unless it's like the actual name of this place, how would you know?
Right? Velma did all the research before they got here.
I mean, Velma
knows
would.
Everything. She would.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, that temple. Not the one in the valley, but the one on the hill.
Yeah, exactly. There's only one temple there. There's only one hill. Like, you know?
Only one hill, yeah.
So we go to this temple.
Yeah. And Scooby, his teeth start chattering. I don't know about y'all, but I've never had my teeth chatter out of fear before.
No.
Not out of fear. Out of freezing cold? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, cold, yes. Fear, no. But then when he takes care of that, his tail starts shaking.
You know, shenanigans.
You know, if you can't control your teeth, it goes straight to your tail.
Always.
Exactly.
That's definitely how that works.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we get to like the spot in the temple that we saw in like the beginning of the episode. So we got the giant statue. Is this, I want to say, a Buddhist temple?
It's unclear, and I don't think the artists really knew the direction that they wanted to go with that.
I'm just like, that looks like a statue of like the Buddha.
See, that's what I would think too, but I don't know if that's what they were going for.
I don't know either.
They Googled temple and just used those images.
There's definitely like a statue later that confuses me, because I'm just like, that looks more Hindu.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say, because they also bring in like, there's like a 6-arm statue later, which is definitely more like Hindu-esque.
So I'm like, okay, this is probably just more racist things, but I don't know if they did their research.
It's a temple for everyone. Everyone's accepted.
Let's just assume they didn't, to make this easier.
Yep, yeah. I'm gonna start assuming that. Well, it's a temple. We have now split the party.
Splitting always works.
Absolutely.
Always.
And now Scooby and Shaggy have to go look behind like a curtain. And Shaggy does a fourth wall break. Because Scooby is like too scared to go through and look through this curtain. Scooby's like, "Are you a man or are you a mouse?" And then Scooby's like acting like a mouse. So Shaggy says, "Wow, look at man's best friend, a mouse." Okay.
But before we get to that, Fred and Velma find Daphne.
Oh, yeah.
And then they get locked in with her. After she tries to tell them it's a trap.
Yeah, she was too late to tell them it was a trap.
The fact that it takes them so long. She's like, muffled voice. And Velma's like, I think she's trying to tell us something. What do you think, Velma? I thought you had the brain cell.
She gave it to Scooby for a second.
Apparently. Oh, we figured out that the brain cell is in her glasses. Like
oh, okay.
It's the only
Makes
time
sense.
when she's smart is when she has the glasses on. When she has the glasses off, then she becomes, like, the dumbest person alive.
That fits. Tracks.
Yeah, because
So,
that's
they're
definitely,
trapped.
like, if I take off my glasses, I become instantly stupider. That's
Right.
just what happens.
Yeah. Glasses hold all the smarts.
Always.
Yeah.
That's why I put mine on my eyes directly.
No, the contacts still make you dumb, actually.
Oh,
Because
dang
you're
it.
not... Because you can't see the glasses on you, so you don't look smart.
Dang.
Yeah.
Thought I was getting smarter when I put those in.
No. Sorry, the contacts make you dumber.
That's why I put... I don't know. I was going to say something silly, but I lost my train of thought. That's why I put the peanut butter outside the bread today.
Oh my goodness.
But Shaggy walks through the curtain, like, blindfolding himself, gets his head in a flower pot, spills water over himself, tells Scooby to hand him a towel. It's the robe of, like, the main bad guy.
Yeah. What do they call him? Zentuo?
I think so.
Send something.
And then Shaggy rides the ATS, all-terrain Scooby, through a door.
I loved that. It's like, yes, Scooby can turn into a mouse. He can turn into a vehicle. Yes.
Listen, Scooby's the best familiar.
He really is.
Oh my god, yes. Yes.
Like, is Scooby a player character or is he a familiar? Or is he a familiar that turned into a player character?
I want to think
Yes.
that Scooby is a player character.
He's the little brother that you have to play with because mom told you so.
And he's just like, I want to play as a dog. Can I be
Okay.
a dog? Can the dog turn into, like, a bike for you to get away on?
Exactly. Why he needed a bike earlier to ride on when he is a bike, who knows?
I never figured out Scooby in D&D because I was just like, he's a dog. That's all.
Just a
That's
dog.
I'm just a dog. I'm
I'm
just
a dog, and life is a nightmare.
Bringing back the simple plan.
Hayley,
Yeah.
I'm glad we were on the same wavelength there.
Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Okay, well, they get away. And then wait, is the next thing my favorite part? Where he's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay, so they board up the door behind them, and then the entire wall just, like, moves,
Raises.
goes up into the air. It's like, okay, I don't know how this works, but sure. So that this is in fact, like, my favorite sequence from this episode. And I forgot
One where
it was.
Shaggy's drawing lines on the floor.
Yeah, because it's so stupid.
I made a note on there. I said comedy comes in threes, and so do lines.
Yes, they do. In fact, Shaggy's like, he's literally trying to do his bard thing, but it's not working today.
No.
Sad to say it.
No.
He rolled a nat one.
Persuasion tricks are not passing.
No, he's trying to do intimidation. It's not persuasion, it's intimidation, because he's like, no, I know, like, this thing, and this thing, and it is kind of racist. Because what is he? He's like something in Chinese checkers.
Yeah.
I don't even know if all of those are Chinese things that he mentions.
I don't think Chinese checkers is Chinese.
Probably
I could
not.
be wrong.
Judo, chop suey, and Chinese checkers.
I'm pretty sure judo is Brazilian. No, that's jujitsu.
He's basically just like, I know these 3 words that sound like Asian things. Be afraid of me. That's like a trope, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure chop suey is a soup.
Yes. I think they make that later. In the episode. I think that's the thing they make later in the episode. So Shaggy's just like, I know these things, be afraid. Waha, you can't even cross this line to get to me. Zentuo crosses the line. He's like, well, how about this line? Crosses the line again. He's like, oh, okay. Makes a line? Like, it's not working. It's not working for you, Shaggy. I'm sorry.
3 nat 1s rolled at one time.
Gotta be the unluckiest set of rolls in an entire game.
Poor guy.
That's when you throw those dice across the room.
Not even dice jail. It's dice banishment.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy gets so mad that he like literally takes the stick, breaks it, and it's like, okay, I guess we're running. Goodbye. That didn't work.
They run into
what do they run into?
They run into the zombies behind a door, run back the other way, and they run into another room where the zombies are pulling a carpet at the exact speed that they're running.
Yes.
I love that
trope. So they're not going anywhere.
And then of course there's like a desk or something like on this carpet. So it's like, oh no, a low bridge. Scooby goes underneath. Shaggy rides on top, and then he's riding Scooby.
Like a horse.
And then Scooby has to run. Oh, and this is where they run into the 6-armed statue that they break all the arms off of because they can't stop fast enough. I don't think that statue was made well.
Probably
if they could break it that easily.
It's been ran into multiple times already. They were glued on.
There you go. It was just
scary. Yeah, the scary pair had broken the arms before and glued them so their boss didn't notice.
There you go. And this is my least favorite part.
Yeah, I think this is the most racist part of the episode.
Yeah.
Because this
is go behind a door and they pretend to be waiters at a Chinese restaurant, and Shaggy uses
the accents.
Chinese accent.
Yeah.
Very.
Shaggy even does the face.
Type of deal. Yeah.
That's even worse.
It's gross.
It's real bad. I like the trap. I don't like
the trap is
the
good.
disguise. The trap is good. Like you tie it around their neck to be like, oh, I'm serving you dinner. Tie it around both of their necks. Put the bowls down of what is it? It's like chocolate chop suey
and spare rib a la mode. Jesus Christ, that is a word salad.
Yikes!
Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, so it ends up when they stand up that the things like the bowls pour right onto their heads. So that was smart. I'll give them that. Yes. But
yeah,
Shaggy and Scooby did not need to do this scene. No. And it's a real bad look. Don't like it.
I love how gullible the scary pair are, though. They're just letting them sit them down, get the little napkins around their neck. They're just allowing this to happen.
Listen, they're probably hungry.
I feel like they were just like, I want to see how this plays out. What the fuck are they going to do to us this time? They're like, really? This is what you're going with? Okay. Let's get them.
Yeah. I mean, if they were insulting my heritage by acting like that, I would be pretty mad at them too, though.
Yeah. So we go back to our 3 damsels in distress who still can't get out of this little trap. It's just stuck. They're stuck. They can't get out. And Shaggy and Scooby run face first into a gong and knock themselves out. So they get captured, which, I mean, for the last scene they had, they kind of deserve. So now everybody has been captured at this point.
Luckily, though, they don't get captured in the same way, and they are still free in the outside area.
Yeah, they're free to open the door.
Yeah.
But they are on top of a pretty large pile of fireworks. So
yeah. I think this goes under like one of those crimes that the people have committed in Scooby-Doo. Like this.
Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there.
We sure will. Like this is some child endangerment once again. Literally trying to murder them with some explosives. Wouldn't that blow up the temple?
You would think.
It would blow up the room at least. And they even say that.
I feel like that's overkill.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I guess you gotta kill Shaggy, who's like a god or something, according to the internet at least.
That was years ago.
I forgot about that.
You forgot about the Super Saiyan Shaggy meme?
I did.
I've seen the movie that stuff comes from, and it's hilarious. That, like, all of that came from that. Iconic. Amazing.
Truly. But Shaggy and Scooby hop off the pile of fireworks onto the lit fuse, light their butts on fire.
Yeah, as you do.
Sure.
Logic.
And
yeah, that fuse is not that big.
No, you would think that they would probably burn themselves, but it would go it would not be on anymore.
Yeah. And then they hop literally through the door, leaving Shaggy and Scooby shaped holes.
Because cartoons.
Into the arms of the statue that is the door to the room where Fred and Daphne and Velma were being held.
This is a Deus Ex Machina if I've ever seen one, but it's Scooby-Doo, so who the fuck cares?
Right.
Their bad luck turned into good luck.
It did. So we finally find a clue after all of this shenanigans.
There's so many fucking shenanigans.
I love the shenanigans. The shenanigans are the best part of Scooby-Doo.
They kind of
want
are.
them to shenan again.
10 and 10. What shenanigan?
They shenan once, they're gonna shenan again.
Shenaniganery. Okay, so we find some carrier pigeons. They got some good information for us. There was a message or something on one of them.
It was a date. It was a date, a time, and a location. November 10th, 12:30, Hidden Cove.
Clearly, they're drug dealers.
Clearly.
Yes.
And, Daphne nuzzles one of these pigeons, which, girl, you don't know what diseases are on that bird. What are you doing?
Pigeons. They look like doves.
They look like doves.
I cannot say anything against Daphne because I would do the same thing. It is friend shape. It go against my face.
Got it.
It just reminds me.
Do not bring Hayley to a national park where there are bears, because that's going to happen.
Okay, now this definitely reminds me of a meme. In one of the Discord servers I'm in, me and our good friend Robert have this thing going where we're we want to hug bears. They are friend shaped. Must hug bears. We in fact took a picture of ourselves at what museum in New York? I think it was was it the MoMA? I think it might have been the MoMA, where there's just a bear statue and we were going to hug it, pretending to go and hug it. Yeah, hug bears.
In my one of my D&D groups, we have a portal into a different area that has 5 different rooms. One of the rooms is just my zoo. I think it became up to 50 animals in there because every time we see animal, I go, friend shape, and I get it to be my pet.
How many do you have?
over 50 at least.
Jesus Christ!
Some I actually have bought.
Legitimate zoo.
Yes, some I have bought. Some I have captured.
I feel like you would have to roll to see like how many of them survived. If you have the rations to keep this afloat.
Don't
Like,
give her
if they
DM
kill
ideas
each
you didn't
other-
already have.
My DM does not think about this. He just lets me have animals. So
I feel like I would be keeping track of all these animals and then I would like be like, okay, you gotta roll for like to see if you have enough rations, see if they kill each other, like see if they're mating.
no, they all friends. All friends. Because they're friend shape.
That exactly, they're friend shaped. They could be mating.
Literally,
That's a little
anytime
too friendly shaped.
anytime my DM says anything about an animal, everyone turns to me and I'm like, ooh, I don't have one of those yet.
Stop kidnapping animals.
I keep animal friendship and talk to animals on me at all points for that reason alone.
Oh my god.
Are you a druid?
I am a druid.
Worse.
Oh my god. I love it. It's beautiful.
Alright,
That's
so
my
after you find the
only-
carrier pigeons, Fred comes up with a trap where they need a gong, Roman candles, and Shaggy's model train from the Mystery Machine.
I love that he
Yes.
just brings it around everywhere.
I love that canonically Shaggy is a train guy.
Yes.
Does that mean
Lore.
Shaggy's
This is
autistic,
lore.
or is he just like trains?
Okay, both of these things can be true.
Yes.
I mean, like, he can like trains, but also, is Shaggy autistic? Probably.
Probably.
When they're not solving mysteries, they're just in the van with Shaggy telling him all the train facts. Like, yes, Shaggy, we know this. You told us last week.
That just made me think of how neurodivergent this crew is on this call.
No, the only neurotypical is maybe Fred, and even then that's pushing it.
Fred is not neurotypical. Are you kidding me?
No.
Oh, that is an autism-coded boy, if I've ever seen one. Have you
Would it be
seen
Daphne
Mystery
then?
Incorporated?
That's fair.
He-
Mystery Incorporated Fred is definitely autistic.
He is so obsessed with mysteries
And traps.
and traps, yes.
Traps? Yeah,
You-
yes. Mystery Incorporated Fred is definitely autistic coded. But okay, so if it's not Fred, do you think it's Daphne? Is Daphne the most neurotypical?
I think
one?
Daphne might be the most neurotypical one. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
but she's ginger, so like, I still like her. Like
Oh my God.
that gives her, that gives her an edge above the
Yes.
others.
You're ridiculous.
And she's
Why?
definitely bi, so
That's true. That's
But the
quite
rest
true.
of them, all autistic.
yes.
Including
You know what?
Scooby.
No, wait. What if Scooby's the only neurotypical, actually? Let's flip this around.
Oh
Instead,
my
it's just the
God.
dog.
Why not?
Yes. I love that for him.
I have no idea if this is how dogs' brains work.
I know dogs can get anxiety, so like,
Yes. And depression.
yeah.
Scooby does not have depression.
No,
He probably
no,
has anxiety, but
that poor dog, he's always so scared, and they're like, no, you have to do this. You signed up for this, dude.
okay.
Did
Okay,
No, he did not.
he
this is gonna be a new segment on the show, just like diagnosing the gang, saying like, okay, this is where they're showing this is where they're showing that. Oh no, they're masking. Shaggy and Scooby have anxiety. This is already
most
canon.
definitely.
Severe anxiety.
No wonder Shaggy smokes all the time.
Yeah, you get
Prescription
it.
for it. My doctor gave me this.
Clearly.
I can't share with you guys because my doctor gave it to me.
Okay.
So we send this man on these train tracks, powered by rockets. Scooby's not finished laying the track, so it doesn't go where they want it to go.
Because of course.
He also gets caught in the trap.
Yes.
Yeah. Because
Which is a
Gentle
common
runs into
thing.
him. Yeah. Runs into him, runs into the scare pair. They all go out the window and into the curtain, which makes like a big bag.
Yeah, we did it.
Yay, it's solved.
Yay.
And then a detective comes around so we can have our big explanation, of course.
Yes.
We have unmasked the scare pair. They are not twin brothers. They are, in fact, a gay couple.
Gay couple.
I forgot that they had faces underneath those. I'm not gonna lie.
Why wouldn't they? They're people.
My brain was just like, no, those are their faces. That's it. That's all we see. That's all that matters.
That's it.
Anyway, new couples cosplay. The scare pair.
Get your costumes down for Halloween.
Why not? We've got 3 months. Let's make it count.
Oh my gosh. Do we only have 3 months?
4. Excuse me. 4.
Okay. I was like, don't scare me like that.
Listen, it's always spooky time. Hayley knows this. It's always spooky time.
Oh yeah. We already have some cold code oranges at stores, and I'm excited.
Amazing.
Love that.
My sister did go, you're excited for Halloween to come early and that you get all Halloween decorations in July, but you don't like that Christmas is early. And I'm like, no. Because you're wrong.
Christmas doesn't get to be early.
No.
Halloween does.
She's not a ginger, so it's okay.
Ethan's
Am I the only person in this call who likes Christmas?
Oh, I can like Christmas, but like it's not on the same level.
No. I don't care about Christmas as much.
Spoopy time is more important.
Christmas just has anxiety, and I'm a gift giver, and I want to make sure that every gift I give is the best gift they've ever gotten.
Exactly.
Halloween, I get to dress up like you people.
Halloween, I get to eat candy and not worry about
that
shit.
Too.
Like,
and another reason to like Halloween, it's my boyfriend's birthday.
Oh, that's
there
nice.
You go.
Yeah, he told me that. I'm like, wait, were you built for me?
Yes, he was. They built him in a factory.
I literally was like, wait, you're joking, right? And he goes, no. I'm like, that's my favorite day of the year.
He just has like a tattoo on his back that says "To Hayley from the universe."
Yeah. I deserve it.
Absolutely.
I haven't checked his back. Next time I see him, show me your back. Show me your back.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
So, in this wrap up, we find out it was in fact Mr. Fong. I mean, we only met so many characters in this episode. I think he was the only named one.
He was.
Yeah.
So, not the greatest there.
No.
No.
But hey, this mask, it opens and it's got secret compartments.
Yes.
Definitely got her money's worth.
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know how much she paid for it.
No, it's not told.
It's never said, no. But once we get that, Shaggy's like, hey, I'm hungry. And Scooby's like, me too. And Gummo's like, well, I happen to have one Scooby snack, but you don't have to fight for it. So she flips it
mean.
Like a coin, where she very clearly easily broken it in half,
Yep.
Right? But she doesn't, because she's a sadist.
Yes. Canonical.
You know the best thing to do when you only have one treat left and you have 2 dogs? Just gotta let them fight for it.
Clearly.
That's what I do.
I've only got one dog, because she gets all the treats. But
I have 2, so they have to fight for it.
But in their attempt to get the one Scooby snack out of the air. They bump into each other, fall on the floor, knocked out, and a mouse eats the remaining Scooby snack and says Scooby-Doo.
Yay!
So, do you think that anyone who gets a Scooby snack says Scooby-Doo? Or is that just the mouse thing?
I mean, sometimes Shaggy says it, but sometimes Shaggy says, and Shaggy too.
Yeah.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo! And Shaggy too! Yeah.
Alright.
So, like, it really depends. Maybe, you know what, that would be interesting, though. Why did that come into my brain? My brain is comparing the Scooby snacks to Thor's hammer.
Only those who are worthy can eat them? Is that what you're trying to say?
Only those who are worthy and eat them gain the power of Scooby.
Love
I mean, not everyone's gonna eat dog treats, so like.
No. What are the powers of Scooby? Great calves and thighs?
I mean, yes, great calves and thighs.
You can shapeshift because you turn into a mouse and an ATV.
You have hammer space.
Yes.
Yes.
You can stretch really long.
You have the power of God and anime on your side, honestly.
And you get to be Shaggy's best friend, so that's great.
There we go.
What else do you need in life?
Nothing. That's it.
There you go. We did it.
All the world's problems are solved if everyone can be Scooby.
Hooray. Alright. Charlie, now that we're done with that, what time is it?
It's terror time again. Let's talk about some trivia, my friends. Hayley, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna look at some of these. We're gonna try not to read them word for word off of this page, and we're gonna, like, each of us is gonna take a turn. So,
okay,
talking about some trivia here. So we got some stuff from the opening sequence of season 2, because we got some new parts of the opening sequence. I believe we already mentioned that. We have the Scooby and Shaggy running into the trash cans, or just them crashing into it, really. The gang running away from the scare pair when they first see them. And then, like, just a drawing of the mask from this episode on a plain background. Okay.
Cool.
I don't know why.
Scooby and Velma apparently both understand Chinese. Cool. I don't know if Scooby can actually do that, but okay.
I feel like that's more racism.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because of, like, Scooby's, like, accent and how he speaks.
He's a little racist.
Now I'm just thinking of Avenue Q.
I've not listened to that.
There's a song on there that's called "Everyone's a Little Bit Racist."
Okay.
I think I've heard that now, actually.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's where it was from.
Even if I haven't heard the song, I know about this. I know this is a thing.
I'm doing 100 days of Broadway on TikTok, and I got that one a little while back, and I like that musical, but I don't know if it's the best musical.
Mm.
But yeah, there is a song that says everyone is a little bit racist.
All right.
Okay.
The next one.
The third one? Cool.
Yeah.
So H&B Tuna Co. Don't even know what that is. Well, it refers to Hanna-Barbera. Woo-hoo.
This is a business on the wharf that they go to.
Oh, makes sense.
So where all the fish is.
Okay.
All right. So we already talked about how Daphne's fucking rich. And that's probably why she was able to make this purchase of the the fancy golden mask on this like impulse buy, but also like this mask is at a curio shop, was delivered there by mistake. Maybe it wasn't expensive. We don't know how much it was, so unclear if this is implying Daphne's rich or not.
Yep. So Zintuo is the second villain to attempt to kill the gang after the Snow Ghost. And in both cases, they use explosives. Glad we're being consistent here.
Right. Joe Ruby and Ken Spear, who I am doing a quick thing because I do not know who they were, but I guess they're writers.
I think they're like the writers, the producers or something of this season specifically.
Yup, they are saying that they like this episode. It's their favorite ones, which is a little questionable.
Yeah, they're probably dead. It's fine.
Oh, yeah. Actually, funny and oh wait, no, that article just came out a couple days ago. Joe Ruby died in 2020. So, but yeah.
Wow. Can't believe you just like said that either. It's fine. They're probably dead.
They're probably dead.
Oh. Okay, so I did in fact mention this when it happened, but Shaggy broke the fourth wall. I guess he's actually Deadpool now. Maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I need Shaggy, Deadpool, and She-Hulk to team up in a comic now.
Yes. Amazing. Shaggy's just gonna show up in the new Deadpool movie.
Yes.
I can only imagine.
Listen. I think this is just more of like Shaggy having god powers.
Oh,
like,
true.
Yeah.
He can break the fourth wall. There you go. Also, again, that also feels autistic coded. Why would only autistic people would talk to the fourth wall? Like, talk directly to the audience. Don't you ever just like stare at the camera?
Oh, sometimes. Yeah, most definitely.
Stares at the camera of this. Okay.
Oh boy.
I don't know why. That's a piece of trivia. Shaggy broke the fourth wall.
Apparently, the Spanish version of this episode, there's an instrumental version of the song that plays over the chase sequence instead of them singing, because I guess they wouldn't be able to understand it. Cool.
I can make you happy. It's so funny. I love the songs.
That's
just
what
get better and better.
It's crazy.
That's I can make you happy in Spanish.
Well, speaking of the location, they are saying that it's most likely set in San Francisco, because, like Ethan said, they do have a large Chinese population. And then I guess there are some Buddhist temples there. And the Fisherman's Wharf is famous from San Francisco as well.
Yeah, cool. And they do go to the wharf. So it's literally named that in the episode. Oh, okay. So it probably just is straight up San Francisco. There you go. Apparently there's a lot of parallels between this episode and a movie from 1932, The Mask of Fu Manchu. I don't know what that is.
Probably not worth our time, to be honest with you.
Nope. I don't think so either. Wasn't gonna. Alright, so we have our terrible disguise. We have our trap with the model train set with fireworks. There technically is not a Scooby Snack's bribe, even though we do have the jump for the Scooby Snack.
Yeah. Daphne gets kidnapped. We have 3 counts of zoinks, 1 count of rights, which I don't think we've had before, 1 count of rut-row, and no jeepers. No gangway either, I've noticed.
It's so funny what they put in the miscellaneous here. Like, sometimes there's just nothing. They don't even put the clues down. We had 1 clue. No, 2 clues. And they didn't even put that in there.
They're like, the doves weren't a clue.
Piece of paper.
I would edit this wiki, but like that seems like so much work. Someday maybe that'll be my job. I'll just edit the Scooby-Doo Wikipedia.
Love that.
One day.
Okay, so we got there is an adaptation of this in little golden books. I'm sorry.
Really? Books for children?
Why?
For little children?
Why this episode?
They need to know about racism as well.
I mean,
Scooby-Doo
but not like
golden
this.
books. Please tell me there's other ones besides this
I think there are.
Yeah.
Okay, there are. I'm just like, why? Of all episodes. Okay. We've got.
They also published an adaptation called Scooby-Doo Mysteries Adventures in 2000. So that's cool.
Dalmatian Press also published 2 different books with the same name. Wow. It says that one is in color and coin reveal and another color and a read-along. Ooh, and they're stickers. I like stickers.
They're coloring books, I think, is what this is trying to say.
Makes sense.
Okay.
They're using the British color, so I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm very confused on this sentence and just how it was structured.
I don't know either.
Okay, so once again, we have a reference in Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed. There is a costume of Zentuo in there. We're just gonna have to, like, pause that movie, like, about 50 times over to see every single costume. This is a bunch of different... Every episode, it's just like, oh yeah, there's a reference in there. It's referenced in there. It's referenced in there. I'm like, I've never seen this in this movie. What are you talking about? Where is it?
Okay. So, Charlie, before we get to the last part, I will say I did find the rap sheet for Mr. Fong.
Okay.
1 count of smuggling, 20 years. 1 count of grand theft, 3 years. 1 count of child abduction, 4 years. 1 count of kidnapping, 8 years. 4 counts of false imprisonment for 3 years apiece. 1 count of reckless driving for 90 days. And attempted murder, which is life. So he has a life sentence plus 50 years in prison.
Nice.
Damn.
So this guy's going to be behind bars for quite some time.
Just a bit. Yeah.
Just a little.
All right. So whose side are we on here? I'm tempted to just say no one.
I don't like either of them.
No.
Can I be on the side of the man whose name was not even mentioned in this episode? The shopkeeper. I'm on his side.
There we go.
Today.
He's
just living his life.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah, he gave up Daphne really easily, but like, he's just like, I'm just here. I'm just doing my job. Like,
I'm just trying to make a living.
He's just a guy.
Okay. He's just a guy. He's just living here. He did not murder anyone or attempt to. He did not kidnap anyone. He was not being racist to anyone. So he's just here.
And since we don't know the price that he sold the thing to the mask to Daphne, maybe he gave her a really good deal.
Maybe he did.
We don't know.
We don't know.
He'd be like, yeah, Happy Chinese New Year. Here's a
golden mask.
All right, Hayley, do you want people to find you on the internet? And if so, where can they do that?
Excuse me, Ethan. Was this a good mystery?
Oh, shit. I thought we already covered that. No.
No.
I'm tempted to say it was not the worst, at least. Like,
we got 2 clues, and we only met one suspect.
We had 2 suspects. I was just like, okay, we didn't go into this trying to figure out what the mask was about. It just kind of found us.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like the show is better when they don't go looking for the mystery, and it's just kind of like, oh crap, we got handed this item. People are chasing us for it. What the fuck is going on? Like, I like that aspect.
It's less
not
meddling.
Good.
Yeah.
But it's less like, oh no, somebody's picking on this random person. Let's go and stalk them. It's more like, oh no, we're being stalked. What the fuck? Why? What did we do?
And yeah, that is a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Even though that feels like I'm giving them less agency, it feels better in that way.
Yeah.
I don't know why that feels better.
Yes.
For them to have less agency in this mystery. I don't know. I'm just thinking of the one time we were like, yeah, that was a good mystery, and it was the Night of Fright is No Delight. And we were just like, yeah, that just kind of like happened to them. They didn't really do anything.
Yeah. All right.
This will teach people to not buy golden masks.
Yes.
On Chinese New Year's. There we go.
Don't buy golden masks.
Okay. Now, Hayley, do you want people to find you on the internet? And if so, where can they do that?
Yeah, they since I do not have anything for my podcast yet, they can find me on TikTok. I am doing my 100-day challenge, which actually is more like 118, because people kept going, hey, what about this one? And I was like, oh yeah, that's a good one. But my handle is the Badger Queen 94.
I just like, there's so many things. You go watch so many things. And now I'm just imagining, remember when Mott's watched Hamilton?
I was just thinking.
Watched Hamilton for an entire year.
Now I'm just
every day.
Him, like, instead of doing, like, the Twitter thread that he did, it's just a TikTok every day for a year about Hamilton. He's never gonna live that down without us referencing it.
No, he's not.
Hey, he kept up with it. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
This is his claim to fame now. Forever.
It is.
Alright. Charlie,
Yeah, I know. Listen, I'm just, like, having fun with my friends, okay? I'm having a good time today, even though this episode was not good.
Charlie, I have to pee.
No! Not allowed! Okay, well, I guess we're gonna go split up and look for clues or some shit. Maybe somebody has to urinate. I don't know.
Charlie, no! No! I'm not keeping that part in. Okay, maybe that part goes in the outtake, but please don't do that.
You're editing this one.
I know. I'm not going to keep it in there.
Alright, we're splitting up. We're looking for clues. We're having a good time. Bye.
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 You can follow follow this podcast's socials at Mysteries in the Machine Pod on Instagram. You can send a message to our email, mysteriesinthemachinepod@gmail.com. Be sure to give us a rating, a review, or let your friends and followers know how much you love the podcast. That really helps. You can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms. I also have an art Instagram at GreenPixieDraws.
You can find me, Ethan, on Instagram and Threads at ethan.t.hewlin. Our music was written and produced by Jason Hilton. You can find him at Negative Selections on Instagram.
Dun, dun, dun. Intro music. I just get to have fun here, okay?
Yeah.
Don't laugh at me.
This is Charlie's least serious podcast, let's be real.
I have a serious podcast? Which
Charlie,
one?
Serious?
That's a fair point. I don't think it's a serious one.
Oh, this is going to be the outtake for the end of the episode. I guarantee
it. For sure. Who's editing this one? I think it's you, Charlie.
This is you.
It is me. One. I always have the guest episodes for some reason. I don't know. That's how it lines up.
I had the last guest episode. Don't worry.
But I had Robert. Oh, yeah, and you had Brayden. That's right. Anyway.
Right. Hey, yo, meddling kids. I'm Charlie.
And I'm Ethan.
And, oh no, the back of the mystery machine is opening up again. Who could it be this time? Who's joining us today?
It's Hayley.
It's a different Hayley from the last time.
This is Hayley with 2 Y's instead of 1.
I've had that now twice. It's a different Hayley.
I'm sorry. We already had Hayley from the restricted section on, so we have to differentiate you.
Well, funny enough, that was where I had to be differentiated before, too. It's just because I'm late. I'm always the late new guest. It's
all right.
Yeah.
Hayley's already marked her territory, and I'm coming up and sniffing it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, you might be coming into the podcasting scene, right? Maybe.
I am. Funny enough, I'm dealing my hand or showing my hand. I'm doing something with my hands. Yeah. First podcast ever. I'm going to try to do a podcast about a little thing called fan fiction.